Hi, it's 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox, and today I've got a video for you that's quite weird, or at least has a weird ending. So, the opening is quite standard, which is Southish and me messing with each other, trying to hatchbreaker in each other because he's been hell-bent on pirating me since I pirated him. He's not that he's salty about losing some cargo to some pirates, but yeah, ever since I robbed him, he's been coming after me with hatchbreaker limpets. Here he's hatchbreaker limpet my cargo hold full of hatchbreaker limpets, which is hilarious. They don't really count as cargo, I'm afraid. You can have them, but it's difficult to pirate me when I'm in a pirate ship because you gotta get lucky as me actually carrying cargo. And generally, if I've got cargo from a player, I normally head back to my carrier to swap it out immediately. So all of my stolen goods are stored on my carrier generally, not in my pirate ship. But when I saw Southish in system, I knew this is what he was going to be up to. And so yeah, I originally was just trolling him a bit. Then he did message me saying he had cargo, so I was like, well, if I don't check, he's only going to send me screenshots and claim he had hundreds of tons on board. You know, I have a sense of what Southish would do if oh, torpedoes, nice. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he did have I think he's got 8 torpedoes on that cutter, and the rest is like pack hounds. So he does actually run out of ammo soon enough. But yeah, if those torps hit, you're in trouble. If they don't, well, they don't. But I was going to say waste of money because I was about to jump out, and then someone said they were nearby. So I thought, well, why not? I haven't seen Southish in ages. And yeah, see, originally when he came into the system, I just trolled him a couple of times by dumping him into Super Cruise. Tried to interdict me twice, so I just evaded it twice. I could have kept evading his interdictions because he is in a cutter, which is not the easiest thing to pirate something in. And oddly, the Orca is actually pretty decent in interdictions. Not as good as the Faz. The Faz is the best ship in interdictions. Then the Type 7. I think that way round. I'm not 100% because the Type 7 is god tier in interdictions, but so is the Faz. So it's really a flip between those two. But the Orca is oddly really good in interdictions, as you can see. So after I dumped him in Super Cruise on a couple of occasions, I decided, that I was going to actually engage, and at least mess around with him. And here I'm messing around with him some more because I'm just trying to keep him in instance, just keep him interested. Just seeing if he still has torpedoes in the air, and I'm waiting for Scooby to turn up. So, I do have a plan. It's not a great plan, but I have a plan. It's there was nothing that we're going to be able to do in pirate ships against that thing. Southish knows how to build a cutter. He's going to have a good 9,000 plus shields on that thing, good resistances, banks, all the rest of it. We could push him out because he'll run out of ammo, but we're not. Well, we shouldn't be able to kill him in that thing because it's nigh on impossible. Plus, I've actually got really stupid weaponry on this ship. Here's the second time I dump him out into Super Cruise. These clips are all a little bit mixed up. I'll just cut in the extra bits from me dumping him into Super Cruise in amongst the main video. So I've now got Scooby into my wing. And me and Scooby are going to shoot at his cutter some, which is hilarious because my Orca has 2 short-range blaster multi-cannons, and I presume the other one's overcharged. I don't know. My luxury pirate ship is just a dumping ground for weird weapons, because you don't really need weapons when you're doing luxury piracy, I can tell you. If anything big and scary, you just normally run away from, because that's the point of having an Orca. It's super fast. But in this case, I decided I had to, actually put up a fight. And so I came back over and started shooting at him. And yeah, we had quite good fun just shooting at him for a long time. But obviously, there's no way we can kill a cut because we can't mass lock it. We haven't got grom bombs. It would taken age to get his shields down, and he's got plenty of time to jump out. That's the whole point of the cutter. They're great cope ships because you're never in any real risk in a cutter. Dying in a cutter is incredibly rare. I mean, I remember when Ragnar Scott died in a cutter, first thing Frodo was saying to him was, how do you die in a cutter asking for a friend? Because, you know, unless you're intent on dying and want to die, it's very difficult to die in a cutter. You get plenty of warning before those massive shields drop. You should always be heading out before they do. Simple as that. The ship can low wake on anything but another cutter, and even then the speed of a cutter and the drift on a cutter means all you have to do is joust with the guy, and he won't be mass locking you for very long, because by the time you work past each other and turn around, you're quite a distance from each other. Yeah, I was twigging here that, like, oh yeah, damn, I've got the short range blaster multi-cannons underneath. I need to get a lot closer for them to actually do anything, which is the dumbest thing. Honestly, dumbest weapon I've ever put on a ship in a game. Actually, probably not. I've put dumb stuff on a lot of things. I have made some dumb builds. I've sped this bit up because it's not really that relevant. It's two medium ships, you know, pecking away at the big ship, and all Southish can do is fire pack hounds back at us, which I'm going to get through my shields, and he's got difficulty targeting Scooby's silent running ship. Now, the horrible thing for him is, this is Southish's view, and he was having difficulty because, as you can see, he's trying to jump out, and it's just saying his landing gear's up, or his fuel scoop's out, or his hard points are deployed. I really do feel sorry for him. He got stuck because it just wouldn't let him jump out, which is bizarre because I don't know why it would stop him jumping out. Now, I've had that happen before, and I found that switching the modules on and off again have made me able to jump out. But it is very odd that you would have that sort of difficulty. You can see Southish here is checking, and he tries the cargo hatch on and off sort of thing. And I did mention to Scooby that Southish had messaged me saying he was having difficulties, and to be honest, Scooby did quote Scrub Killer's favourite line, and I don't think Scooby was ever going to stop shooting him, so I continued to shoot him as well. I am honestly just a little bit embarrassed how long it took us to whittle him down, but that was my fault because I've literally got no firepower at all. Scooby's stealth beam ship, it generally sheds shields quite well, but this thing, I was alright once we were straight. He was straight lining, and I could just park behind him at close range, because actually then the multi-cannons actually did some actual damage. But short range blaster multi-cannons, while they do a lot of DPS, yeah, the range is terrible and the drop-off's awful. It's really not worth it as a upgrade, I would say. But, you know, like I say, my Orca is dumping around for weapons that I've built in the past from terrible ships that have failed and experiments that have failed. You know, because I don't use these fangled programs that tell you what the optimal thing is. I trial and error this stuff and go with really ridiculous builds. But as you can see, Southish decided that, you know, rather than let us two kill him, he was going to self-destruct. Especially as I think you can see his drives are getting taken out. So yeah, he went for the self-destruct route, which I don't blame him. But I'm going to still take some satisfaction over the fact that we killed him in a cutter, even though it is purely because the game stitched him up, you know, and let him die. But, you know, if he comes over and tries to rob me and ends up dying in a cutter, yeah, I'm not going to feel too sorry about that. I mean, I should have just stuck to dumping him into the low space and evading the interdictions, but yeah, as you can see, we're quite happily shooting him as as he blows up with quite a lot of hull left, so wasn't too worried about it. I do feel sorry for him, but he can afford to rebuy it. It's not like he can't. Man, he's like richer than Midas on this game. I think he's the second richest person I know on this game. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and that's a recap of what happened with Southish.